Okay, how to solve perfect square trinomials. So what is a trinomial? What is a perfect square trinomial? Any trinomial of the form a square plus 2ab plus b square or a square minus 2ab plus b square, okay, is called a perfect square trinomial. So for the solution for a square plus 2ab plus b square would be a plus b whole square. And the solution for a square minus 2ab plus b square would be a minus b whole square. Let's jump into a couple of problems and prove this. Okay, and it's easy to these problems are going to be really easy. Okay, they're not difficult. So let's jump into them. Now take a look at this question. Okay, now remember the two forms of equation that we looked at before. One is this equation, right? One is this equation and the other one is this equation, right? So we know that if the trinomial is of the form a square plus 2ab plus b square, okay, the solution would be a plus b whole square, right? So now let's take a look at the question. So the question here is c square plus 10c plus 25. So now c square is c square and 25 can be written as 5 square, right? So c square is c square. So when you compare this trinomial with the known form, right? With the known form, which is this, and this is a, right? C is A in that case, and this is B. 10c can be written as 2c times 5, right? That would be 2c is A, right? So 2ab. Understand? Right? So again, I'm going to explain this one more time. So if you look at this question, c square plus 10c plus 25, this is of the form, this, right? A square plus 2ab plus b square. Because c square is, because c is A, right? C is A in this equation, and 25 can be written as 5 square. So really 5 is B in this equation, right? And what is 10c? 10c can be written as 2c times 5, right? That is 2ab, because c is A and 5 is B. So this trinomial can be written as c square plus 2 times 5 times c plus 5 square, which is of the form a square plus 2ab plus b square. So you know that when the trinomial is of the form a square plus 2ab plus b square, the solution would be a plus b whole square. For the factors would be a plus b whole square, right? So let's solve this problem. So this would be, the answer would be a plus b whole square, right? So a is c in this case, so c plus b is what? B is 5 in this case, right? C plus 5 whole square. So that's the answer. Now let's take a look at another example. So the difference in this case is that in this equation you have a minus here, right, instead of a plus in the previous example. So you can write this equation, or you can write this trinomial as, you have x squared here, and 1 is really 1 square, right? And 2x is 2 times, so your x squared. And if you look at this trinomial, right, x is really the a, and 1 is really the b, right? So this term right here is 2 times a is x and b is what? 1, right? 2 times x times 1. 2 times x times 1 is what? 2 times x times 1 is 2x. So you know that when the trinomial is of the form let's take a look at the rule, okay? When the trinomial is of the form a square minus 2ab plus b square, the solution is a minus b whole square, right? Let's take a look at that. Right? Take a look at this rule. So your solution really is a minus b square, right? So your solution is really, what is a? A is x, right? So x minus, what is b? B is 1, right? X minus 1 whole square. That would be your solution. Now you know what? Actually, let's check the answer now. X minus 1, what is x minus 1 whole square? X minus 1 whole square is really x minus 1 times x minus 1, right? So that would be, when you solve this, that would be x square minus x plus 1, right? X square minus 2x plus 1. So now this is the same as this. So your answer is correct. So what you really did here is that you found the factors of this trinomial. The factors of this trinomial are x minus 1 whole square, meaning x minus 1 times x minus 1. Okay, and you checked your answer by multiplying x minus 1 with the x minus 1. So when you multiply x minus 1 with x minus 1, you got x squared minus 2x plus 1, which is the same as this. Hence, you proved your answer is correct.